Hello, in today's training session we're going to cover how to complete a basic work order on an Android device. This will be from the perspective of a basic technician. So once you log in, you'll be taken to the calendar view and it'll default to today's date and you'll see a list of work orders in chronological order. At the bottom there is a map view. You are currently viewing the list view, but if we click on the map view, we can actually see our work orders as little circles on our map with a number in the center of them. This little blue dot is the physical location of my device. This is part of tech tracking. So I'm going to return to the list view, and the first job I have on the schedule is a termite treatment that's already been completed. So next up is this rodent control baiting service. To begin, I'm going to go ahead and just click on that work order. So once I've gone into the work order, this work order is 3983. I have several options. I can start now. If you have rights and privilege to do so, you can reschedule the work. I can see my customer information, my service location, and my address. There is the gray directions button. If you click this, it will access the mapping software on your phone, which you can use to get directions to the service location. This is a rodent control baiting service, maintenance service for exterior rodent stations. You may not see this. It depends on how your company is set up. This can be a field that is blocked. My service instructions I can see here, and there is no notes, no location notes that have been entered here. Location notes might be where a key is located, gate code, maybe directions on how to get to the property. There is an option to add a photo. This photo is only visible on the app. It's not visible on the desktop. It would not be visible through the customer portal. If you want to add a photo, say of the front of the house, you can just click the plus sign, the green circle with the plus sign. The system is going to ask permissions to access either the photo library or take a photo using camera. In this particular case, we'll just use the library. And now it'll have a photo. Then going forward, any work orders that any work here at this service location will contain that. Okay, so if we're ready to begin, I'm going to click the Start Now, and it will take us into the work order where we can enter the start time. This first section, again, is our location information. We can see work order history here. Click on that link, and it'll take us to our service history for this particular service location. And we can click into any one of these work orders and see the details. To back out, we're just going to hit the back button. Hit the back button one more time and we're taken to our work order. This green button over here on the right, we can click on this and we can get additional information about the service location. If there were any contacts that were added to this, we could see our contacts. We can see notes, or we can even add service location notes. If there's any tasks, work order history again, or estimates, we can see from here. So I'm going to click the back button in the upper right hand corner and back out. So first option here is our invoice. So I'm going to click on this gray bar and it will bring up our invoice. Now I do have a pay now option. You may not. Again, it depends on how your system is set up. In this particular case, I'm going to click pay now and it will take us to the payment screen. If the customer is paying by credit card, you can add new card down here. Click on the add new card bar and it will bring up the credit card window. Once you tap inside the field, the card number field, it will open up the keypad. Depending on how your system is set up, you may also have scan new card option where you can click this. It will just access the camera and you can take a scan of the credit card. Otherwise, fill out the information completely, and then this button here, the blue setup button, will highlight and you'll be able to save your credit card. So if the customer already has a credit card on file, we're going to click this payment method screen up here, the payment method option. We will be displayed a list of all payment methods. If they have a credit card on file, it's generally listed down here on the bottom, and it will be some verbiage followed by star, and then the last four digits of their credit card that is on file. So in this particular case, I am just going to select this as a check. Click OK down in the bottom. Next, I'm going to enter the payment amount. In this case, they're paying $75. Click the blue check mark. And then reference number, I can enter my check number. And again, hit the blue check button here. And then after you've verified that all of the values are set correctly, just click Pay Now at the bottom of the screen, and the invoice will show now as paid. So if there's a PDF file attached, you can click on this bar and that PDF will be available. If you need to add one, just click the Add button and you're taken to a static list of PDF files that are attached to your company. It looks like So once you've added the PDF file, you can click on that and it will take you to the PDF file where now it's just a matter of clicking in the text field, entering some text, or checking the check boxes. This is a screen you can zoom in and zoom out just using the pinch function. You can pinch to zoom in or pinch to return to the normal view. Once you've completed, we're going to hit the Done button in the lower right-hand corner. And then at the very bottom, we're going to click this back arrow key. And it'll take a second. And once the information has been completely saved, you'll get the green circle with a green checkbox. So next up is Notes. We can fill out our technician notes. This may be where you add notes in here stating what you did. You inspected 4 stations, changed bait, whatever you might have performed. Just click in the field. Click in the field one more time. Your keypad is presented. Or you could also use your microphone speech to text. If you do use that feature, just be sure to view your text and make sure that the speech to text interpreted correctly. Once you have completed entering your technician notes, just click the Save button in the upper right hand corner and it will return you to the work order. Technician notes are displayed on the service order report that is sent to the customer, so just be aware that that field is visible by the customer. So the other option you have is private notes, and these are notes that are just contained within the company. They're not visible by the customer. Same thing, just tap in the field to bring up the private notes, click in the private notes. I can use my keypad or again the microphone. Once I've completed, just click the Save button in the upper right hand corner. Next is our environmental conditions. We can click Add. It'll bring us to Add Environmental Conditions page. We're going to say Get Weather. It'll go out and fetch the current weather. If you need to enter square footage, you can just click in the square footage and add appropriate. Click the blue checkbox there when you're done. And then again, save in the upper right hand corner. You'll take it back out to the work order. If you need to add recommendations, recommendations are a static list that is set up in your company. You can click your recommendations and then place a check mark in the appropriate box and save. Recommendations that you add is visible to the customer on the service order report. So next is conditions, same thing. Conditions are a static list. We're going to hit the Add button and we'll see our conditions that are available. Select the appropriate one. You can select multiple ones if you want to. And then again in the upper right hand corner, click the Save button. your material usage. We can click the add button there, and then this is just our materials list that's available. Again, this is set up in the background in the company. Contracts weather block does not have a dilution rate. If we did need to adjust that, we can just click in the dilution rate. Just enter your quantity. The measurement in this case is going to be units. Select device, this has already been default set up. Our select device is a bait station. That's correct already. We don't need to adjust that. Hand application, that's correct. If you do need to change either one of those, just click on the field and you'll be brought to a static list of other options. Our target pest is already set up for us on this contracts all-weather block. But if you did need to add target pests, again, just click the plus sign and you'll be taken to your static list of target pests. Once you've completed, just click the save in the upper right hand corner and your material will now be saved. If you need to add additional material, just click the add button and you can continue adding more chemicals. Photos is next. The system is capable of taking 12 photos per work order. So when you click on this, it's going to again ask you to access your library or take a photo using the camera. Again, I could just going to use my library. Here too, you can enter notes for the photo. And then when you're done, just click the save. Devices and units we will not be covering in this session. That's part of the Pro plan. Next is diagrams. If we click on the bar, it'll expand. We can see that this particular service location already has a floor plan attached to it. If I click, it's going to ask me what my options are. If you say edit this diagram, it will bring it up and you can see this diagram for this particular property. This is basically a JPEG file, an image file. So to complete this, I'm going to click the X mark in the upper left-hand corner and it will bring me back to the work order. Finally, the signature box down here in the bottom, if you click that, you can see you can capture your customer's signature. Just tap in the box. The signature screen will come up. You can orient your device landscape, and then they can sign your name using your finger or stylus, and then you hit save. Same for tech. Click on the box, sign your name using your finger or stylus, and then save. Once you've completed your work order, just scroll back up to the top. Click the three horizontal dots and then you can complete and exit. Complete an email. Complete an email option would be used if you need to email it to an email address other than this one right here. You can preview and print or change status and save. In this particular case, we are going to use the complete and exit. Before we can do that though, I do need to enter an end time. So again, the three dots, complete and exit. You'll be taken back out to your calendar view and we have the work order is completed. That's how you complete a work order using an Android device from the perspective of a basic technician. Thank you.